Hey everybody, this is Scott. Today is Tuesday, June 5th, 2018, and I have an update for the Garden Railroad. Before I talk about these fence panels, I'm going to talk about what's going on over here. I had this tunnel portal up during the last video. That's been up a couple weeks now. Last weekend, I completely finished the tunnel roof, I guess you could say. The tunnel structure. So there's the one tunnel portal, and this double track is going to be inside the tunnel, and there's the other tunnel portal. The inside of this octagon, I've mentioned before, will be completely off limits to everyone. I want it to be off limits to our cats. I want it to be off limits to wildlife, squirrels, rabbits, raccoons, and it will be off limits to me. This is going to be the only part of the railroad where I'm not planning to get to once everything's sealed up. But, kind of like building an indoor model railroad, you do occasionally need to build access hatches. So this panel right here, I'm going to have be a lift out panel, so if I need to lift this off to step in here, mainly to access this planter and this switch. So that is going to be access, so that'll be lift off. The sides, the tunnel will have sides that can be lifted up if I need to get to them to access if there's a derailment in the tunnel. So the sides will be easily accessible. But the main thing I started over the weekend and today is I've started my sides, my fence panels on the side of the octagon. Right now, Tuesday afternoon, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking the way it looks. It's bothering me a little bit. But I think the main problem I'm having is just the current color. It's very light, it's very yellow, because it's fresh pressure-treated lumber. These little fence panels here is the exact same lumber as the back fence. The back fence has been up several years. This is fresh and new, and it's quite a difference, as you can see. I'm debating a color for these walls. I have to stain the deck. I'm going to stain the deck next week. It's due, and it has a redwood stain, which I really like the look of. The deck, I'm sure, is all pressure-treated wood as well. It was already here when we bought the house. I have to replace a couple panels, but it's held up pretty well. So I'm going to stain that with redwood stain, and I wondered if these might look good in the same redwood color. Remember, the top is going to be flat. Those beams going to the center, the horizontal beams, they will be covered up. My bridges and trestles will most likely be stained a redwood color as well. So I was thinking that the redwood of the bridge wood could maybe match the fence panels, and that might look kind of nice. But I also have grays, which I like. The natural gray stone, the natural gray fence. I never stained the fence. It's pressure-treated wood, and it just weathered naturally. So the gray of the stone, the gray of the back fence, and in a couple years, if I don't stain these, they will naturally be gray as well. That could look nice. I think that might look good. And these bottom boards here that are in contact with the ground, I could paint those gray. And then that would kind of be a stone type effect. And I have gray tunnel portals. So the gray is kind of working for me. So I think if those fence panels were the same weathered gray as the back fence, I think I would like them a lot more. So I'm debating. I don't know if I want to stain them with a redwood stain or let them naturally weather and have them be ugly bright yellow for a year or two and then just wait for them to weather. I don't know. Thoughts? Opinions? I'd be interested to hear what people say. But that is the state right now, I think I'll keep going, building more of the fence panels to see how they work out. So, that is where things stand. Nothing's happening over here yet. That'll be next. This octagon is the main focus right now. So that's the update for now. Thanks. See you next time.